Welcome back, everyone. So we mentioned it's Halloween, and that means candy time.
Yes, indeed.
And also means cavity time, sadly. So we're here with Dr. Arun Narang. He's a dentist. You might recognize him from our Smile Files, which we play all of the time. He's here talking to us about how to protect your teeth and how to brush properly if you've eaten all those candies. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Hi, Doctor. How are you?
Thank you.
Good to see you again. So you've brought a number of different things in today.
Good things and bad things.
Yes, the cavity culprits.
And indeed, of course, this is the time of year when all the kids, get into the goodie bags and they're just got stuff all over their faces.
Yeah, that's why I always love to talk about this at this time of the year. It's always useful information.
Okay. There was always one house on my block. It was a dentist, and I'm not sure if you're a culprit, so I'm not going to point the finger, who would always give out toothbrushes for Halloween, which, understandably so. I understand he wanted to, give us both sides of that coin. We're getting the candy, might as well protect ourselves as well. Are you a household that gives away
Yeah, we
toothbrushes?
do. Actually, we give out. We'll give out usually some chocolate, like a chocolate bar or something, and a toothbrush.
And a toothbrush. So best of both worlds.
Exactly.
So what are some concerns and ways for parents to help prevent cavities at
Well,
this
you
time
know
of year?
what? Kids love candy, and if your kids are like mine, that means on Halloween with trick-or-treating, there's going to be plenty of sugary treats. And it's, with a few simple rules to follow, you can avoid the nightmare of tooth decay, and that's what I'm here to talk about, just to go over a few of the simple rules.
So what are those tips and what are those rules that parents should remember?
I have 6 in all. So number 1, I would say, is basically send your kids out on a full stomach. If they're going out with a full meal, then they're less likely to gorge themselves on candies.
Right.
And avoid hard candy, so either limit them or throw them out. Like things like lollipops and suckers and, things like that. They're going to stay in the mouth longer. They're going to promote tooth decay. They can chip teeth because they're hard, and little kids can choke on them too.
Yes.
Now, I know you do orthodontics as well, and a lot of kids these days have braces on, different appliances in their mouth.
Yes, I was going to say avoid sticky foods, sticky treats, because sticky treats are going to stay in the mouth longer, promote tooth decay, damage fillings or ortho appliances or braces. So, you want to try to limit or avoid the sticky foods as well.
Well, it's important to remember, too, I guess, that the candy might be gone, but the residue and the stickiness and the sugar from the candy isn't.
Yeah, exactly.
So how do we you brought some celery here. Is this something nice to have after?
I was going to talk about that in a second.
Oh.
But if I could just mention one other thing, like again, if you could, try to give the kids treats at home. As opposed to sending it, in their lunch at school, because at least they can brush afterwards if they're having the sugary treat, or give it to them in conjunction with dinner because saliva's flowing, and they're going to have basically more quick cleansing of the sugar.
So
from
how
the mouth.
how often should kids be brushing?
Twice a day.
Twice a day.
Twice or thrice a day, preferably 3 times, but if not, then 2 times would be great.
Right.
And then, foods such as celery, cheese, carrots, they're called detergent foods. So detergent foods are going to help to neutralize the pH and also, help clean away some of the sugars in the mouth. And if the kids don't have access to a brush, even chewing gum, sugarless chewing gum, or drinking water will also help. So those are my 6 tips,
Okay.
And on a controversial note, some dentists or some people are saying that chocolate may help to inhibit tooth decay, and that's because tannin in cocoa reduces plaque formation, and plaque formation is what's going to help to cause tooth decay. But with a lot of processed chocolate, there's so much sugar in it, it kind of defeats the tannin.
I guess that's more, does that improve as the chocolate gets darker as well?
Yeah, exactly. So dark chocolate, less sweet chocolate, that's why they say if you have a little bit of that, it might be good for you.
Not so bad. I have a question about flossing. How often should you be doing that?
Once a day would be probably excellent. If most patients could do once a day, I'd be very happy.
So I'm looking at this table here. You have a selection of candies.
Right.
Which is the worst culprit for cavities?
Well, I'd say the hard candies and the sticky candies, because they're going to stay in the mouth. They're going to stay in the mouth longer, without really kind of pointing a finger at anything. But suckers, sticky candies, caramels,
of course, all my favorites.
Stuff like that.
Right.
I know.
All my favorite candies are the worst to have. Now, why are these separate from the group?
Well, just again, there's chocolate in there, there's sugarless gum,
These ones
and so those are probably just examples of a better sort of sweet snack.
Well, thanks for being with us. Thanks for these great tips. Remember,
tips.
try and stay cavity free this
Thank you.
Halloween. It might be tough, but let's stay clean. We'll be right back.